Ever wanted to milk a cow, drive a train, perform surgery, and be a goat? No? Well, too bad, because the world of simulators has got you covered. Today we're diving into 5 wildly different simulators that range from hyper-realistic to totally ridiculous. And trust me, you won't believe some of these actually exist. Let's get into it. First up, we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator. This ain't your mama's flight sim, brothers. We're talking next-level realism here, like scarily realistic. You know it's intense when actual pilots are using it to practice their landings. I mean, they've got those fancy flight simulators already, but this game is so good, they're like, nah, let me just chill at home and boot up this bad boy. And when I say you can fly anywhere in the world, I mean anywhere. Your house, the Eiffel Tower, that weird abandoned water park you went to as a kid. It's all there in glorious detail. And the weather effects? Don't even get me started. We're talking thunderstorms that'll make you want to build a pillow fort in your room, fog so thick you can barely see your keyboard, and wind that'll have your plane doing the Macarena in the sky. But hey, at least you can finally live out your fantasy of telling air traffic control to hold my beer. Just kidding. Sort of. But seriously, this game's attention to detail is insane. You've got to manage fuel, deal with instruments, and navigate complex flight systems. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're looking for the most authentic flying experience outside of, actually flying a plane, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the way to go. It's like if you took all the best parts of flying, the views, the freedom, and the feeling of accomplishment when you land without crashing, and got rid of all the annoying stuff. The screaming babies, the cramped seats, the overpriced snacks. Plus, you can totally troll people in this game. Imagine being on a peaceful virtual flight, just minding your own business, when suddenly a giant rubber ducky piloted by some maniac in a bathrobe zooms past your window. Yeah, that's the kind of chaos we're talking about here. So, yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 out of 10 would recommend. Just make sure you've got a decent graphics card, because this game will melt your computer faster than a gummy bear on a hot summer day. Okay, buckle up, because things are about to get messy. And by messy, I mean blood splattered on the walls, organs flying everywhere kind of messy. Welcome to the wonderful world of Surgeon Simulator. Now, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure that performing surgery with oven mitts and a rusty spork isn't exactly standard procedure. But hey, that's what makes Surgeon Simulator so great. It's like playing Operation if Operation was designed by a team of caffeine-fueled monkeys with a twisted sense of humor. The controls? Let's just say they're unique. Imagine trying to control a pair of chopsticks with your elbows while wearing boxing gloves. That's about how precise you are in this game. You'll be fumbling around, accidentally ripping out organs, dropping your tools on the floor, hopefully not inside the patient, but no promises, and generally causing more harm than good. But that's the beauty of it. You're not supposed to be good at this game. You're supposed to laugh at your complete and utter incompetence as you try to perform a heart transplant with a hammer and chisel. It's stress relief, but like in a really weird, morbid kind of way. And the best part is, even if you fail miserably, which you probably will, at least you're not failing in real life. No lawsuits, no medical malpractice charges, just pure, unadulterated surgical mayhem. Just try not to think about what would happen if real surgeons had the same level of skill as the average Surgeon Simulator player. Actually, on second thought, maybe don't think about that. It's a scary, scary thought. So yeah, if you're looking for a game that's equal parts hilarious and horrifying, Surgeon Simulator is the way to go. Just don't blame me when you start having nightmares about accidentally giving your patient a brain transplant with a grapefruit. Chapter 3, Farming Simulator. Turns out farming is hard work. Alright, let's take a break from all the blood and guts and talk about something a little more grounded. Get it? Because farming? Okay, I'll stop. Farming Simulator is exactly what it sounds like. A game where you get to experience the joys and challenges of running a farm. And before you say, but Pewards, farming is boring. All you do is chase pigs and shovel manure. Hold your horses, my friend. Farming Simulator is surprisingly addictive. We're not talking about some casual mobile game where you just tap on crops to make them grow. This is serious business, people. You've got to choose the right crops to plant, manage your finances, buy and maintain expensive equipment, and even deal with the unpredictable whims of Mother Nature. It's like a business management sim, but instead of spreadsheets and sales reports, you've got tractors and combine harvesters. You'll be spending hours optimizing your fields, figuring out the most efficient way to harvest your crops, and trying to convince yourself that yes, you absolutely need another tractor, even though you already have 5. And let's not forget about the livestock. Cows need to be milked, sheep need to be sheared, chickens need to be Well, I'm not sure what chickens need, but you get the idea. It's a lot of responsibility. But hey, there's something strangely satisfying about seeing your farm grow from a small patch of dirt into a thriving agricultural empire. And who knows, maybe after playing Farming Simulator, you'll be inspired to ditch the city life and start your own real-life farm. Just make sure you've got a good pair of overalls and a high tolerance for manure. Chapter 4 Train Sim World. Choo-choo, this game is seriously intense. All aboard the hype train. Next stop, Train Sim World, where the tracks are long, the signals are confusing, and the pressure to not derail a train full of virtual passengers is surprisingly high. Now you might be thinking, driving a train, how hard can it be? It's just going forward and stopping, right? Oh, my sweet summer child, you have so much to learn. Train Sim World is not for the faint of heart. This game is all about precision, timing, and following rules, so basically the opposite of my channel. You'll be learning complex signaling systems, managing speed and braking to maintain a tight schedule, and trying not to panic when you realize you're heading straight for a dead end. And don't even get me started on the coupling and uncoupling process. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. But once you master the basics, it's actually kind of relaxing. There's something strangely therapeutic about chugging along the tracks, watching the scenery go by and listening to the rhythmic chugging of the engine. It's like meditation, but with more horns. Plus, you get to experience some of the most iconic train routes in the world, from the bustling streets of New York City to the picturesque countryside of the English countryside. And the best part? You never have to deal with delays, cancellations, or that one guy who always forgets to wear deodorant. Chapter 5 Goat Simulator, unleashing your inner agent of chaos. And last but not least, we have the game that needs no introduction. Goat Simulator, the game where you play as a goat. And not just any goat, mind you, but a goat that can defy the laws of physics, wreak havoc on an unsuspecting town, and lick things with an unnaturally long tongue. This game is pure, unadulterated chaos, and it's glorious. There's no real objective, no story to follow, just you, your trusty goat avatar, and a world ripe for the destroying. Want to launch yourself into the stratosphere using a trampoline and a jetpack? Go for it. Want to headbutt unsuspecting pedestrians and send them flying through the air? Be my guest. Want to cause a massive traffic jam by attaching yourself to a moving car with your tongue? Hey, it's your goat life. Live it to the fullest. The physics are intentionally wonky, the glitches are celebrated, and the more ridiculous your actions, the better. It's like a fever dream brought to life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Goat Simulator is the perfect game to play when you just want to turn off your brain, embrace the absurd, and laugh until your sides hurt. It's a reminder that not all games need to be serious or realistic to be fun. Sometimes all you need is a goat, a jetpack, and a healthy disregard for the laws of nature. And there you have it, 5 wildly different simulators that range from ultra-realistic to completely unhinged. Which one would you want to try? Or better yet, what's the weirdest simulator you've ever played? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And don't forget, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more gaming chaos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.